Hi everyone, it's me again. Alright, I lost a couple of attempts at videos. I actually tried to do like an Inktober video and another one, and I think I lost it because I was out of hard drive space. If this video works, then we'll know that that was the reason, because I couldn't figure out why. Just a quick update. I'm now up to, don't count this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, and I've inked page 1, page 2. I've actually inked page 3. This is the one you missed, and it's pretty good, I think. And I'm working on page 4. Page 4 has 4 panels, so it's going to take a little bit of time. I have a pencil layer, and then I've started an ink layer, like I started to do Gallows here. Actually, I have to put his ropes in. He's got like this rope that he carries with him, with his grappling hook. I'm going to finish that glove there. You can tell I've kind of minimally done these zombies that are coming in. So let's just see if we can do one panel. One panel. That's all it is. Alright. And by the way, let's take the ink out for just a second. This is how rough. That's how rough I started. I mean, I had the shape and I had the gesture there, but I don't do much with the way of finished pencils until I start to get the ink on, and then I start to really put the stuff in. Now, that's probably a bad habit, but oops. Worth dealing with. Alright. Let's talk about these ropes. I go from his left shoulder to his right hip, and at the, although you can't really see it, he has a collapsible grappling hook that's his main weapon. But all he's been using lately, of course, are his 6 guns. Wasteworld is an inherently much more dangerous environment. Let's do one of the ropes that crosses over like this, than the original realm that he came from, like this. Here we go. So I have him using more lethal weaponry. The same thing with Rabbit Fighter, although I started him with a sword. Rabbit Fighter started off wielding a kind of a Roman gladius looking sword. Way back when I came up with him in a mini comic after watching Marsh's mini comics videos. Shows you how to do the folds and everything. Then I watched some kind of random tutorial on how to do the fold. It was like some guy in like an elementary school class or something. He's like, here's how you do it. So I'm still learning how to do these clothing folds. I know I haven't quite gotten it down. Also, here's our vanishing point, or one of our vanishing points. It's this 2-point perspective. We've got another vanishing point back that way. So we want to show their perspective of the rear of the, and originally I had it just at a straight profile, but it's actually not. From a revolver. How's that going to look? It's going to look okay. I got to pull this grid off. It's sitting in another layer. Okay, in the foreground, is Rabbit Fighter. I just needed a place to put him to keep him in the scene and everything. That's looking okay. You get these kind of horizontal panels. They're hard to. You don't have a lot of room. He's got kind of a deputy dog look to him right now. It's a deputy dog. Alright, once again, actual size, probably right there. Almost looks like his finger's kind of cut off here. Let's kind of fix that up. When in doughty, one finger outie. Learned that from Ethan Becker, Evan Becker. I'm really getting into inking lately. I've got this Alphonse Dunn book. I plan on working through the entire workbook and figuring it out. Alphonse Dunn is really good, and I'm a huge believer in him. I watch a lot of his videos. All right. I think we got that. Close enough for rock and roll, right? I'm gonna put these bubbles, speech bubbles in. This one's got speech bubbles all throughout. One of the tricks of the trade is we're moving the angle around, we're moving our cam around, and you want the figures to always be at a different size. This is similar in size to that, but he is closer. Of course, he's closer still. And then now we've pulled way back at the end to show them running. Let's see what we can do with this ghoul. I think this ghoul's getting killed right here, so let's still think it's traditional. You can show the line of action of a bullet in a Western. I was looking at some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics from the 80s, and they allow that. They showed like an assassin's bullet, and it went through like a guy. Should he be angry looking, or should he be more defeated looking? Let's make him defeated. These are gamma ghouls. Or zombies. They're like zombies. I was looking at my stats for the year on Pages. I have 646 total as of today for my all-time, and then for this year I have 134. And chances are I'm not going to get to 200. I had set my goal at 100, but last year I set my goal at 200, and I missed that goal too, but not by much. I'm definitely slowing down. As you learn more, you slow down. Alright, let's take a look. Can we get rid of this grid? No? Yes. Okay, there's the grid. Alright. This guy's looking a little too beefy to be a zombie. We're gonna have to... The gamma zombies are supposed to look emaciated. They're not truly zombies. They're alive, but they've had their sentience robbed by the embrace of radiation by these bad guys. It's like a cult, the gamma cult. Alright. And the top line of our contour lines is meant to be rather thin. Alright. It's okay to go a little heavier on your lower line. Alright, let's take a look at what we're doing with this other arm. Maybe the thumb gets left out entirely because yeah, there we go. Now it's important not to go too crazy on the detail because remember, actual size is about like that. So extra detail may not help and may in fact just dirty up the drawing. And as you can see, I don't have the cleanest style anyways. I have a very sketchy, loose gestural style, you might say. Alright, I don't have to go too far because we know we've got this word balloon here. We know that our heroes, they started out by this dimensional dead end. They had this discussion and they started walking away from the dead end. And you can see, like, there's even the sign. That's when the zombies start to attack. And I know I've only got, I think I've got one, there's an unapplied guy there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe 9 zombies and the 1 leader. But what they're going to find out is there's going to be hundreds, like, which is why this is called the bitter end, in fact. Because they're trapped up against that dead end spot. And then, you know, with no obvious escape, there's a portal in the void that's a few hundred yards away. And what they, 2 pages ago, they saw as a logistical problem. We've got to figure out a way to get out into the void to go into the portal. Now it becomes a survival problem because they're trapped. And that's the twist. You need a twist. Like that thigh is too muscular. This guy's a muscular zombie in general. Zombies do not have to be muscular. They can be really scrawny. Let's just say this one was muscular though, and it makes sense. That's why he would be the one to get shot. Alright, I've got a sound effect. The way I like to do sound effects, let's go back to the pencil layer. Pencil it in. And then, oh, that looks good. Once you've got it penciled and kind of warped, can trace it. I'm not very good at lettering, I have to admit. I just bought another book. Which is called Lettering for Reproduction, which I heard good things about. let's take those pencils out. Okay, pow. Probably helps if I tighten this up. Oh, we can go on the underside, so let's put it right there. One thing we also need to do is we're going to create this layer called bubbles. Bubbles is going to be all about this. Speech bubbles. Another interesting trick with lettering is lettering often uses the panel border. Unfortunately, when you're doing the white part of it, you still have to go in and do it, but rather than double the, whoops, size, I'll often erase a bit. Okay, that's actually looking pretty good. Let's get back our pencils and see where we are. Alright, of course we have no background yet, so we definitely need to put in some backgrounds. Backgrounds are essential. I think I made these zombies a little too buff, and I'm only just talking about the shape so far. Oh, I'm in the wrong. There we go. The wrong brush. Alright. I like to use a brush with a lot of swing to it, you know? Gotta get your line weight variation. Oof. What happened there? Alright, actual size. This is a wire coil perspective. Call it a wire coil because we're trying to figure out which way the hand is going, or the arm is going. But then on top of it, we're going to put this oversized hand. Okay, this is all looking pretty good. we make this guy look defeated, this one has to look more angry. He's enraged by the power of the radiation. So let's see, wait. Let's get the... Now, is that head too big? This is pretty common with me to get the heads too big, so let's fix that. We're gonna make it a bit smaller. There we go. I know the hand is gigantic, but that's fine. We did that on purpose. We did that on purpose. They have these sort of radioactive lesions all over them. And they just wear loincloths. I think his outer line is wrong. Okay, that one looks okay. Alright, this arm is definitely weird. Let's fix that. And that's too thick, so. Alright, same deal. We're going to have an oversized hand, wire coil perspective on the hand. Thumb is on the inside. I think my eraser is too big. Alright. Of course the zombies are too uncoordinated to use firearms, so it's like they're a danger as a horde. And I think I even have that in the other comic. They're not dangerous until there's a horde of them, and then they're unstoppable. At least in Wasteworld. I don't know if I've got the hand right. That's not a great hand. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Okay. Let's give him some claws. I think this is going to be one of those close enough for rock and rolls because, you know, it's supposed to be tiny. Alright, that looks like it could go. Alright. We're at nearly 30 minutes. Oh, these are more zombies. I just have a head right there. Same deal. We're at kind of a gestural. Look at my tiny legs here. I didn't mean to use this. Alright. those look a little bit better. Oh shit, you know what I just realized? I've been drawing on my bubbles layer, so I gotta fix that. I have. Easy enough to do. Okay. We're back on our regular layer, inky layer. Okay. I'm gonna make this zombie a little bit more decayed. Arm is too big. Hand is too big. There we go. This is a little bit more sane. Okay. And the reader's not going to be looking at this guy very much because he'll be tiny. You know, he's going to be pretty much mostly missing, so I do want them to have the sense that there's a lot of zombies though. I think all I've done is end up recreating my pencil layer, which I should not have done. The reason this is the most pages, I mean the most panels per page so far in this comic. One page, one panel, three panels, two panels, let's say. And then we get four. It's because it was originally designed as a as an ash can. I think I might even keep it as an ash can. It'll be even smaller though if I do that. Bring back the grid, we know that the grid is centering back here, so we're going to have more zombies. This is in a desert area, like a high desert. We have another option that we can do, which you can do focus lines over here. Oh. I'm going to put it on its own layer just because I want to see what it looks like. And here's what focus lines would look like. Whoops. Just kind of erase everything that goes outside of the panel. There we go. There we go. Okay, it looks okay. I'll leave it on its own layer, and if you decide we don't like them, just take them back out. I think these zombies have to be even smaller. Their heads are too big. Anyway, the long story short, the idea of this was, this page is, it's going to look like danger, but it's like not overwhelming danger. But then as you draw it further, like in the future pages, there's one more page that's done. We're going to draw and we're going to see that there's actually like hundreds. It's not just 10 zombies or 9 zombies. Erase my pencils for a second. I don't even know. I'm looking for my copy of Rabbit Fighter Escape from Wasteworld. Here it is. This is the previous comic. Got a terrible cover, but so it's this desert sort of landscape with these scrub brushes, and they find this robotic hand, and they're going to try and fight their way back to the junk field where the robotic hand was. So I definitely got to put some of those scrub brushes in. zombies just sort of lumbered forward. They're not fast. Oh wait, this zombie's missing a hand. And a nose. How does he smell? Terrible. A little zombie humor for you. A friend of mine was looking this thing. I really like your fighter rabbit. It's rabbit fighter. But tell you what, I appreciated the sentiment anyways, even if you got the name wrong. Kind of reminds me of a story one writer had about, I finally got a chance to meet Jack Kirby, and I told him I really liked his character Dark Seed, and then Jack Kirby told him it's Dark Side. Dark Side. But he wasn't like mean about it or anything like that. He's just correcting him, you know. Alright, this head is a little weird. I think it's okay to make the zombie heads weird. They are zombies, after all. And they are way in the background, too. But this is meant to kind of turn into one of those, you know, Saving Private Ryan last battle type battles. I don't know if I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to try. I wonder if you can just take his head and kind of tilt it. No, he looks better that way. Trying to get the zombie stance right too, because they're not supposed to stand straight. You know, they move in kind of a quirky way. They don't have complete control over their muscles. They do a shuffle. I think my pen is just a bit too large. There we go. These eyes are way too big. Let's slump the shoulders a little bit. Alright. This is really scribbly up here, so let's figure something out. What to do with it. Let's do one of these sticker bushes. Another one up here. People think the desert is just flat and featureless, but there's all kinds of rocks and plants. How about that? I've been hearing about this new Black Adam movie, which I had zero interest in seeing. It's got The Rock in it, and then I saw the critiques are like terrible for it, except the fan critiques are good. It's like the critics' critiques is really low, but the audience score is high. And that automatically makes me think this might be a good movie, because you can't trust the critics. All right. This is just some texture in the sky. If you remember back here, back in the sort of collapsing zone, they've got this sky. I think it looks like this. It's like this sort of whirlpool, and there should be like blowing like paper, debris, but it's not there. It's up here, so I think it's okay to kind of leave it there. These ended up taking up enough room that I don't have to add some more texture. Alright, I think we're just going to do the one panel today. I might come back later if I just can't stand it and do the rest off cam. Okay, oh, we got this guy. Atrocious. Alright, let's just fix them up real quick. With some ears. Oof. Well, he's kind of in front, so it's important to get him. Well, let's give him like a raggedy remnant of shred of something that he was wearing, just for variation. He's stepping forward. Thus far, the Gamagools have all been men, because they're all topless. I think it would be just kind of a logistical challenge to try and create these female zombies that are, you know, without modesty here. I don't know if I like that leg there. Yeah, it's okay. Alright. So we'll leave it there. For right now. And, you know, keep working on it. I'm gonna fill in the other 3 panels there. We're at about an hour. Like, follow, subscribe. Be awesome. And hopefully you get to see almost every part of this comic being made. And I don't know, leave comments below. I will talk to you later.